I'm Timmy.
I'm Justin.
I'm Nathan.
This is Three Old Tech Dudes.
All right. So, Timmy,
Hi.
how's it going?
Pretty good. How you guys doing?
Not bad.
Had a good
Awesomeness.
week?
It's okay.
Been a good 20 minutes since last video
has,
show?
yeah.
Yeah, we always shoot a lot of these at one time.
Yeah.
Blue TV's back.
Got the blue TV back, yeah, and it's pretty, and
There's
it's
no smoke coming out.
and it's currently very very blue.
Yes.
And I believe you have a Commodore 64 sitting
I
there.
have a C64. Everybody's
Which
like,
is-
why do you guys
yeah.
always do the C64? It's like, it's convenient right now.
Actually,
So.
he's an Atari guy.
I am. And I will note that most of our 8-bit video arrivals come in via the Atari 800 Google search. So
Which that's okay.
they're not there to visit with the C64 most of the time.
Well,
But that's okay.
I still find it funny
little
though
bit.
that during our like shootout, guess which computer won?
Yeah.
It really wasn't either one of those.
right,
it was
yeah.
the TRS-80.
And everybody's like, that's a clickbait title. I'm like, we didn't say we're going to take the chips apart.
It's the real thing.
Anyway,
we tested the actual, you know, with the testing setup that we had. Really, probably one guy's suggestion though, they did actually test the basic. Probably is actually somewhat accurate.
Yep.
So we've rewritten that.
Yeah, and we will be showing that to you soon. It's
Yeah.
a complex video to create, so it's
Yeah.
kind of being put together slowly. But actually, in support of that video, in fact, I purchased an item.
We
from-
got there.
from across the pond in Britain.
across the pond.
This is
some
an
bloke, did you?
I did. That's my bad British accent. It's very British.
Very, very broken.
This is an SD2IEC. You can buy these at thefuturewas8bit.com,
Yep.
as you see here.
And as also seen on several other people who
Yes,
do
so-
Commodores and other variations, hooking, you know, so you can download files and run them
So
on a modern
I've
computer
learned
or a
enough to be
modern
dangerous. I know you can use like a swap list to change the disc for games that have multiple discs with these buttons, and it'll forward and back right there on the device. I opted for the version with power from the cassette interface. You can get it for the user port and other things. I think it's user port. Is that the right term? My Commodore is rusty tonight.
Yeah, well, there's
But
the
the
cartridge
ridiculing
port.
story,
And
yeah.
there's a few other things.
The other port, the big one.
Yeah, the cartridge port.
And then it hooks into the serial port that your 1541's hooked to. And this emulates a 1541 floppy drive. So, and that includes the slow speeds.
Yes. Sadly enough.
Go ahead and get this reattached to the C64.
Now, did they put the fast load?
You can get it. This same group actually sells a fast load cartridge.
I wondered about that.
You
That's
can
one
use
thing I
an
don't
old one,
have,
but they
I
do
need to.
sell a fast load cartridge that will speed up that process.
I wonder if they would, because
I
that would be
almost
the
bought
perfect
it,
thing to do.
but I did not buy it yet.
because it speeds it up by a bloody ton. I mean,
Yeah, and
just,
this,
you know,
you guys will see shortly how slow it is. So,
oh yeah,
Exactly
So
how
yours-
much is a bloody ton?
little more than a bloody, pound or two.
so this device, you put an SD card in it. They don't supply it. This is one I had, and you just hook them in there like that. So,
Yeah. And getting high speed cards will not
Yeah,
make it.
it doesn't make
faster.
any difference.
It really doesn't.
you actually prep the card. It comes with a really great instruction sheet, which I'm actually still using. It has commands on how to load things directly from that you've loaded onto it. Plus, they have a great loader program that you can just download, and it has a quick little light SD card pack you can get from their download section at tfw8b.com. So, and then all you do is a typical load
We'll put those up
star
top.
8,1, or even just load star, 8.
I thought that's what it was.
Yeah, it is just load star, 8. You're right. So we'll get out my phone here. We got our wonky cam set up here, and you'll see when you power it up, it lights up, and as it initializes, and then the C64 simply loads up with its normal screen. So make sure we get in that. This won't be the best view ever, but you'll get the idea. So we'll go ahead and we'll type load, put in quotes, star, 8. We'll just do
Yeah.
comma 8. I'm
Sorry
used
about
to
the,
the
little,
1.
the little things going down the screen.
Yeah.
That isn't actually there. That's just a refresh.
And I don't feel like holding my iPhone up, so sorry for the lack of. You can see it in the
It's
other shot too.
Yeah, it's like I think they called it Moir effect or
Yeah.
something. But it's just because the two refreshes aren't
This
synced.
refresh isn't as good on this Sony camera as Nathan's nice Canon over there. So
Well, but it still does that when you look at.
Could be fixed
Yep.
with a flat
It's-
panel monitor.
that's right.
Just gonna
So
throw that out there.
but the Blue TV's a star of our channel now. He's like the 4th tech dude. So
Well, you have to remember the way they do graphics on this. It will actually look better on a CRT,
and it does.
because it uses the 2 field per frame concept.
Right.
So
and
we've
it
loaded
doesn't work
this,
so well on the others.
and let's just look at this. So you can run list, and you can see the basic program it expects to run, which it actually has a whole little basic program that it runs to get the loader started. So we'll just run that fella, and it says CBM file browser system C64. It's detected that this is a Commodore 64, and it loads up a file browser, which shows you what's on the SD card. Most of this stuff is from their package. Like that's the program that it loads for the browser, but I've got a directory called D64. Commodore 64 disk images are usually in a format called D64. You can get these from what's that site? Commodore?
Oh, C64.com, yeah.
C64.com, and you can download old games and the like. So I
Yep.
thought we'd just show off, a couple games here.
Is that pole position?
It is.
Oh, fun. Ooh, from my era.
That's right. Most of them are.
Tetris. Well, yeah.
We'll start with Pac-Mania. I like Pac-Mania.
Is he calling me old?
Well, you're older than me, I guess, but you're
I
not
am
old.
older.
No.
I am the oldest one
As
here.
old as you believe. So
You're technically the youngest one here, right?
yes, I am. I'm just a baby.
I'm the
So-
oldest one by like.
So you'll see here you've
Check
got
it.
some of the games listed here, and I don't remember what the differences are, but we'll just load one. And this is the same as knowing where to load a disk, and when you load a disk directly, this actually executes that process. So this is like typing sys whatever to get the game started, or run, or however the game is written in your 1541 drive. So
Where's the game?
it will get there when it gets there, because this is a C64 without a fast load cartridge. So
Yeah. So kind of remember.
speaking of old, these came
Yeah.
out the year I was born, so they're not new.
Yeah, we're not going to go into that. I was
Are you sure?
Tennis.
It's,
like
are
11.
you sure it's not broken?
It's not broken.
It requires patience.
You're used to modern computers with things like little hourglass or spinning things.
Yeah,
or
where are my
progress
little
bars.
where's my little dots?
You just wait. You
Now,
just wait
you know,
on
it's
it.
funny that they could have actually done that.
They could have.
They
but
chose
didn't.
not to.
They chose not to. Probably because it wasn't a thing yet. But
Yep. So
Yeah.
tick tock, tick tock. Here we go. Oh, well, this terrifying display is normal as well. So
yep,
you
this
don't
will
have
make
to do
you-
this. At least Nathan was telling me. But a lot of times they'll do something like this.
Yeah,
And just, I think it's more than anything to show, hey, it's doing something.
Yeah, it's actually it's doing something. It may give you a seizure or make you throw up from the motion sickness.
Oh,
But hey,
look at that.
All right, all of these games are cracked. So I'm sure we're picking up a little bit of audio. It looks like so. Yay.
well, here.
So, yeah. So all of these games are honestly pirated games from the 80s. So they have little intros and stuff. So, it's an intro by Jack Alien / Remember, which all of these seem to be from.
I'll just hold
So,
this one.
There you go.
We'll use this when we need to.
So then it gives you little documents and everything you can read on screen to play the game, and which is nice because you don't usually have the instructions.
I like
but-
their little fade in, fade out.
I know, yeah, it's like very fancy. So then it has a high score saver and whatever. Oh, looky there. There's our game. Where's my stick? I got one of the terrible later C64 sticks that are very uncomfortable. So we'll press 1 to start the game. Oh boy, we're going to do some Pac-Man stuffs. Yeehaw!
Ooh, it's kind of
It's a little glitchy.
kind of
but-
3D-ish.
Yeah, this is a cool Pac-Man game. I originally played this on the Sega Genesis years ago. I was impressed they had a C64 version. So.
Where are the ghosts?
Right
There are
there.
ghosts. Oh,
It says right on the website that this image is not perfect. Like the gray is not supposed to be at the bottom and it's not supposed to glitch back and forth, but it is at least playable. So
did you just jump?
You
can-
just died,
you
dude.
can jump. Then I died. So So yeah, 8-bit goodness. Seems like some of the sound effects are missing as well. So.
Yeah, there's no
Yeah,
nom nom
that's
nom
it.
nom nom.
It would have had that normally.
Yeah, my guess is there's some code that didn't get copied right.
Or the disc was bad or whatever. It's hard to say.
Oh.
Of course, when you're cracking a game that
Just
had
died
copy
in the end.
protection. So, all right. So now here's the pain in the butt thing about a C64 is you can't reset it without modification.
Yeah.
I think there's a combo key you can do on a 128 and a few other things, but otherwise you got to kind of start over. So we'll just do load.
120 is actually has the button, but that's easy.
And my PC keyboard stuff is hurting me. Some characters in different places. So
Well, yeah, that's the weirdest thing going back to a Commodore 64 is like, wait a minute, where's this key? Why is this key over here?
yeah, like the quotes are on the shift of the 2. The asterisk is over here. Things don't make sense. It has the pound symbol for British money, which you rarely use in our country.
Yeah. I know I was growing up, which just tells you how, Indiana. So when I was growing up, I didn't know what that actually even was. But, that's...
I can see that. So.
Nathan noted we had pole position. I have a feing this didn't work right earlier. We'll try it.
Well, did we try it? I don't remember if we did. We actually did try some of this ahead of time because we're at my house. So I have 2 Commodore 64s.
He does?
We tried one of my other ones to see what it would do, and it actually looked better, except the run stop key for some reason isn't working, so the game wouldn't start.
Yeah. It actually looked better. There's some maybe discrepancies in how the chips are. I've read that online, so we're going to explore that in the future. Oh, that don't look right.
And also you're getting like some little noise occasionally in that I think maybe something.
What is this? It's another one of those intro. We stole this game.
Is your furnace turbocharged, Nathan? When that thing kicks on, it's like winds up.
Oh, it's a variable speed one.
Ah.
All right, here goes nothing.
Did that just break? No. Intro
at Pud works.
That works.
Ooh,
Oh, this is something.
demo scene-esque. ATC presents Pole Position 2, cracked on 10/11/88.
Alrighty then.
Seems our camcorder is synced, so
Yeah, that's funny. It's actually a little happier now.
and then it wasn't. Unlimited time. You don't cheat at pole position. Come on.
dude, come
You
on.
can play it forever. What's the point?
You don't have to put nickels or dimes or quarters or whatever it was into these. I mean,
That's true. That's true.
That's
I don't remember getting this to load prior, but we'll give it a shot. There's a little learning curve to some of these old disc images.
Yeah.
Steam, it ain't.
No.
Ooh. Look at that.
Mindscape.
That's really weird the way that looks on the refresh.
right?
It's like,
You get the idea.
that's weird though. Yeah. I think they're doing some stuff with timing on there, and that's actually causing that, which the TV just ignores it.
Ooh, look at that, Nathan.
See, and then that's pretty solid.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
interesting. It must
I
be
still
the color
find it-
pattern. If
if
it has a
you-
lot of black in the background, it seems to do better.
If you lay the grid across this that you typically do, you would find no more than 2 colors at a time.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And
That's true.
or was it 3 or 4 if you had the other one? But I think this is just a 2, which is really funny because that you start thinking about how complicated it is to come up with something like that, only being able to put 2 colors per cell.
Right.
And some of them are like amazingly complicated pictures that they've been able to accomplish. with
Oh,
it.
yeah. I feel like I've tried to load this before and it got stuck here forever.
Sad times.
Especially since Pole Position is such a cool game anyway.
I know, man. I mean, that's the one thing I do not have in this room is like a commercial grade video game.
Right. That's
Like, I really want one.
Me too.
I just don't want to pay for them. I'm cheap.
I keep looking though. I mean, I held out on a jukebox long enough.
Yeah.
And I eventually found one that I was okay with the price
Oh,
of.
yeah. I'm just because I'm like,
Of course, I had to drive 12 bloody hours to get it, but
well, yeah.
the green light went off.
I know. I don't know what just happened.
Did you just kill it?
I don't know.
Did it die?
Hit control and then it like
Is it
went
broke?
blank.
Is it borked?
say like I didn't think it worked. All right, well we'll move on to the next. People are tired of watching that already. So
Well, we edit some of this out, so
fair.
Feels like we just did this.
8-bit computers, if anything, are an exercise in repeating things over and over.
they teach you the art of calm
They do.
because they will take their time to do stuff.
How do they make you really, really angry?
Yeah. I mean, it's I mean, there's that, but the
Pinball Power. I really like this one. We were talking about this earlier. We'll talk about it now because now we're on camera.
yeah. So we played this one a little bit ago. It worked actually.
I do love my pinball.
I snap to a picture of him playing pinball now.
Go back and watch this video
Even
from
better.
late last year where I went to San Diego and played some pinball at a cool arcade that who knows if it's still there after all the madness this year.
Well, and then we also did, was it year?
And
no, 2 years.
in our first year in
2 years ago.
2018, we did, actually these are both from 2018. Earlier that year, we went to the Louisville Arcade Expo, which we failed to go to this year and realized later we probably should have because then the entire world collapsed.
Like
It was like
a
one
week,
of the last.
it was like
events
a
to
week
happen.
later.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
This
Oh
garbage
my
here
gosh.
that you see is actually normal as well.
Yeah.
Various loaders use it. I've seen
I
it.
still
in
think this
multiple
sparkly stuff you got going on may indicate something going wrong,
things. Oh, yeah, it could be. Yeah.
which, you can get replacement chips.
Oh, yeah. And we may need to. The C64 had a dead power supply when I got it. I could have even damaged it because I did connect a bad one to it. So there could be some
Possible.
issues there. So.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
But this is the power supply I restored. Watch that video here. We've done a lot of C64. Check out Nathan's cool video. We'll space this in a little bit. How's that? He did a Commodore monitor, which for some reason I'm not using. Probably because the blue TV has such personality.
Yeah.
But he has a great pair of videos on the channel repairing
There's
whatever that
there's
thing. What's the
things
number?
on top of it.
1701?
1702.
What's that say on there? It's a model 1702. Commodore model 1702 monitor. It's gorgeous. Look at it. Just look at it.
Just look at it.
Just look at it. Just look at it. Oh, it's pretty. It's all matchy.
Of all the walls in the place, I haven't
Don't
painted that
click
one
off
yet.
this video, please. Anyway. All right, look at that gorgeous pinball table, guys. How 8-bit and awesome is it?
It looks pretty good.
It does look good. It's showing up real nice back there.
floating in space.
That's right. So let's
I moved the table.
Let's go here. Here we go.
Yeah, the refresh on that one's pretty good. So
Click. Oh. Someday we'll show them Little Chief.
yeah, that poor thing.
The most
still
stale
admit-
set of videos I still have
Are you
that
still
I've never
admitting to
used.
having Little Chief?
He kind of lives in pieces in an undisclosed location.
You mean in the building out there?
Yeah.
I bought a 1975
that.
Williams Little Chief pinball machine that we shot video for at the time. I did individually.
Yep.
And we've never done anything with it on the channel yet. Partly because I don't know if you guys want to see a pinball machine that's dead and I can't fix. But maybe we'll put it on there. Not everything in retro electronics and gaming always ends right. And Little Chief so far has been an exercise
Little
of frustration.
Chief
so.
has about 1,200 contacts in it, and none of them work.
No, almost none of them, yes.
I think you should just take some contact cleaner and just spray everywhere.
It can't be any worse.
It's air
we
freshener.
could.
It can't be any worse than anything else that thing's been through in its life. It looks like it lived in a bar that
Oh, my.
was on fire for 3 years. So
have you
this
completely
is
given up on
Pinball
Little
Power.
Chief, by the way?
I haven't. I just haven't really decided what my next move is. I think I need to print out the schematics on a plotter so I can mark them and start tracing things one wire at a time.
We could also buy a case of deoxit. I was about to say can, but
Yeah.
that's not going to be anywhere near enough.
All the
Yeah.
mechanical pinball guys are big on just scrape all the contacts and you get in there and there's like 11 frickety thousand contacts in it. So
Oh boy, yeah.
8,000?
that's right.
There's a few.
So yeah, you can play pinball on a C64 with a lot less stress.
As far as
so
pinball tables go, this one looks kind of difficult.
it is a little bit. It's got quite a drain there. It's not very forgiving. It's very hard to hit that top chute, but the physics are very good on it. Whoever wrote this knew their stuff. So
Yeah.
and there I've lost again. I have a high score on this. I don't remember what it is, but gorgeous old game. It's a gorgeous looking. It even tilted right. So from 1989. So this device is worth your time. It's worth the money. If you want to play with a C64 outside of an emulator on actual hardware, this is the way to go. So
How many quid did that cost you?
I'm going to say it was around $40.
$40?
Yeah. So it came shipped from across the ocean and ended up at my house. I bought the
30
cheap
pounds.
case. It's the clear one. They sell one that looks just like a 1541 drive.
Oh yeah.
We'll insert that here
why didn't
in
you
various
buy that
colors
one?
because it was like $10 more. So. And yeah, they show they have turbo loader cartridges they'll sell you and Vic 20
sweet.
stuff. So they got a lot of good stuff over there.
Yeah.
So I wanted to show that to you. This is going to lead into the segue for our continuation of the 8-bit shootout series. We're going to pit the C64 against itself. We're going to write a basic program that does the same thing as an assembly program. In fact, I've already written these programs and they work. So we just got to get the video put together. So we've done a lot of ham radio videos in the recent past, or tried to do some of this as well. And we aren't just a ham radio channel, I guess. We're pretty diversified. It's kind of whatever our interests are. So
We're very unfocused.
we're very focused.
Like 80s rooms.
80s rooms.
80s rooms.
Check out Nathan's gorgeous 80s room. We'll probably shoot a lot of our videos here, if not all of them. Going forward.
Well, if you
So
wanna do it. Yeah, this is so. Yeah, I'll probably actually shoot some. I'll throw some B-roll in here for that, and just like
good. Yeah, absolutely. So,
yeah, of course, gotta have a mixtape.
oh yeah,
Oh,
You gotta have a mixtape.
yeah, the mixtape.
Yeah, we're still working on some of the stuff.
The
but
mixtape.
we got the vector graphics background here.
Oh yeah.
You know, and
Got
it's,
some lights up above here,
yeah, put the
Gorgeous.
LED neon up there.
and you got a little bit of everything. You got PCs, you got his C64 setup, and the toys, and then you got Audio Land back here.
Yep,
Audio
and
land.
most of that's actually doing something right now.
Yeah.
And then stacks of synthesizers behind us.
Oh yeah. Look at that music goodness.
Yeah, it's still a work in progress because I like that wall's not done and I don't have other things done, but it's getting there.
Oh yeah.
Just take some time. What else I think do I have to do with COVID? You know, sit at home all day and work, and then figure out something to do that night.
Right.
So yeah, the flooring actually is holding up reasonably well. I was wondering how well it would.
That's good.
It's pretty good.
Very good. So anyway, yeah. Head over to thefuturewas8bit.com. They're not a sponsor of the channel. You're welcome to sponsor us.
Oh yeah.
So we can buy more stuffs to show off to everybody. This is a great investment in your old C64. Kind of breathe some life into it. It's pretty easy to find discs. It's good for saving your own programs. I've written some stuff on the 8-bit machine, and you always worry about losing it on the old floppy disks, and this way you can copy it right off to the PC because it stays in a normal FAT32 or whatever format on the SD card, so it's readable by modern equipment as well. So easy peasy. So it's pretty high tech, cool stuff that people with great passion for 8-bit computers have created. So
Yep.
there's a lot of stuff on the market nowadays for
Yeah, and they still
for these hobbies. So
still to this day are still making new Commodore 64 and
Sure.
for that matter several other models
Oh,
of
yeah.
computers, new programs for them and some new hardware for them, which is really
Absolutely.
neat.
So-
To me, that's a great thing. I mean, the Commodore 64 kind of died for a while, or it seemed to, but it's really come back a lot here recently.
So anyway,
Yeah.
thank you for watching this week. We hope you get out your stuff and mess with it, especially as winter's setting in. It's a good time to experiment with your stuff if you got a little time. So we'll be doing a lot of that this winter for you guys, hopefully. So
Yeah.
guess till next time, I'm Timmy.
I'm Justin.
I'm Nathan.
This is 3 Old Tech Dudes.